Hey ladies, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here today. And for those of you who it's your first time here, we talk a lot about anxiety, bringing awareness to mental health. And my goal is to teach you some strategies, some lifestyle hacks, and give you some products that I swear by in order to help you overcome your anxiety or mental health. Personally, I've struggled with it for a very long time. And for the first time in my life, I am finally on a road that is leading me to a less stressed, anxiety free, happy growth mindset life. And my goal is to help you get there as well. It is not easy, it does not happen overnight, and it takes a lot of work on your part. You have to want it, and you have to be willing to make those changes and really look at your overall health and wellness. Ask yourself, what is the underlying issue here that's really causing this anxiety? It's so easy for many of us to say, oh, it's just something I have, but ultimately there's something wrong. And whether it be your physical health, your hormones, your nutrients, your supplements, your mindset, maybe you have some trauma you haven't dealt with yet, really learning to cope in all of these areas. It is not just one thing. You really have to start taking care of your entire overall health and wellness and give attention to those places that maybe you haven't been giving attention to. If today you feel inspired or enlightened by what I say and you'd like to hear more, please subscribe, leave me some feedback in the comments so that I know I'm helping. As well, if you feel like you are ready to get on the right track, make a lifestyle change in your life, please fill out the application below. I am here at your disposal. Together, we can have a one-on-one phone call. We can set up a place for you and I to get together and ultimately plan out how you can make these big changes in your life as well in order to become anxiety-free, less stressed, and really have a grasp on your overall mental health. So today we are going to look a bit into our physical health. We've talked a lot about self-care, about nutrition, and today I do want to talk about one piece of physical health. So I would like to talk about the difference between cardio and strength training. I've had a lot of people ask me recently, what do I do at the gym? I do go every single day. And most of my young adult life, I was pretty athletic, but I really didn't take weight training seriously until I was probably 25. And throughout my younger life, I always was just like, I had it stuck in my brain, cardio. And I don't know where that comes from for women, but I know many women who believe that cardio is the answer to a beautiful body. And that's not necessarily true. Yes, cardio helps you lose weight. That is one of the benefits of cardio. However, it is not going to magically give you that beautiful body that you want so bad unless you're taking care of your overall health with it. So cardio is very important for a few reasons, and then strength training is really important for a few reasons. I always say do both. I usually do at least 15 minutes of cardio a day. Sometimes if I don't have time, I will try to do extra on the weekends, just like bump it up to a half hour. I do not like cardio. I do not enjoy it. I've never been a cardio person, but I do it because I know how important it is. And I think even just doing small increments of it is really helpful. So let's just take a look at cardio and what it provides you with. So cardio has a lot of health benefits aside from weight loss. So I want you to take weight loss, wrap it up, know that it's there, keep it to the side, because that ultimately is not the most important reason to do cardio. Not everyone's trying to lose weight. A lot of people now are trying to gain weight, want to be more curvy, have those hips, have those, pec muscles, those arm muscles, and doing a ton of cardio is going to help you get more cut and show that muscle. But ultimately, if you're trying to gain weight, you don't want to focus on cardio as a heavy piece of your workout anyway. So cardio is really good for your heart and for your cardiovascular system. Now, you have to remember that everything we do, the diet we eat, the cardio or weight training we do, any type of exercise, yoga, the books that we read, everything that we do is healthy for some part of our body. So whether it be your brain that you're trying to grow, whether it be your lungs, your gut, your cardiovascular system, your digestive system, your eyesight, there are so many things we're doing on a daily basis that really are counterintuitive to you being at your most healthy, beneficial place in life. And that's just because the world today is so crazy and everybody's on all the time, and you're constantly being drowned in all of this pollution, whether it be light pollution, sound pollution, actual health pollution. So you have to take a step back and think, why am I doing this and what is it benefiting? So cardio, so important for your heart and cardiovascular system. It also has a list of benefits, losing my words, but it can lower your blood pressure. It can reduce signs of asthma. So if you're someone who has asthma, you're afraid to work out, it can actually help you suppress those symptoms because you're building your immune system. You're helping it get better at fighting those things that are happening to you. If you have chronic pain like back pain or bone pain, cardio is really good for that because it also helps you bring oxygen in and out. It builds your immune system, and overall, especially if you're doing swimming or aquatic, takes that pressure off of your back and your bone muscle or your bone tension. So doing some form of cardio in the pool might be more beneficial for you than doing cardio, let's say on a treadmill. So it's not so much that running is good for you, it's just cardio. So keep that mindset of what is cardio, because it's not necessarily running for everyone. There are so many different ways to get your cardio in. I know a lot of people who like to row, which seems to be more of an upper body, but it's still cardio. Swimming, aquatics, anything in the pool. Running, I like to do the Stairmaster and I like to cycle. I'm not a huge treadmill person. I have really bad knees and hips, so my cycling really helps with that. Or ellipticals, I know as well. Where I want to focus on today is how does cardio aid your mental health? So aside from all the things we've already said, cardio has actually been proven to boost your mood. Yes, from that release of endorphins. This is why I personally work out every morning. It's the first thing I do when I wake up. I'm too tired at the end of the day to go to the gym. But B, by waking up, the morning sometimes is the hardest time for me with my celiacs, my stomach problems. I wake up, I feel groggy, I feel nauseous, I have that acidity there, and it automatically affects my mindset in the morning. It's like, how did I wake up? And I don't want that to be the case. So immediately, what's the first thing I can do in my day to transition that mindset and get those endorphins released? It is working out. So I go to the gym, do my 15 minutes of cardio, whatever that may be. And I kid you not, within those 15 minutes, sometimes I start out really slow, but by the end, it's like I'm sweating and I just sometimes I can't stop smiling. I'm like, oh, that felt so great. It was so amazing. And it just restarts me for the day. Now I'm ready to start my day on a positive note, and I'm ready to implement all those other things that we've talked about, those dietary changes, those mindset changes, being cautious of, what energy I'm bringing into my day, what energy I'm putting out that day, really helps me bring it all together. It also, cardio also has been proven to help you sleep better. And if we're looking at the little train here, we know that cardio helps sleep, and sleep is so important for those people with mental health and anxiety problems. Part of the reason that our anxiety gets on top of us is because we're not allowing the rest time that our brain needs. We're not in those sleep deep realms where our brain is actually healing and recovering through the night, and you have to get 8 hours. But by working out, you're building your body up to be ready and prepared for that rest, especially if you're someone who works at a job that isn't very physical. Maybe you're at a desk all day or you're working from home all day. You need to somehow get that blood moving and those endorphins running in order to then have a better crash at the end of the night. It also strengthens your immune system, which we know is massive for anxiety. A lot of autoimmune diseases actually coincide with your anxiety as well, and your hormones. It is all one big package. So by taking care of your immune system, you're able to get over sickness faster. If you have any immune problems, like I have celiacs, by doing cardio and working out, it actually helps my digestive system and my immune system so that I can regulate my body and when I go to the bathroom and how I'm breaking down nutrients, and it just keeps my gut overall healthy as well. It also is brain power. So it's so important for your brain to get that type of exercise. Like I've said so many times before, you're not just thinking about food or exercise around your belly. It's not about belly fat. It has to be about your overall health and wellness. And your brain should be one of the most important things that you're taking care of. And cardio is so good for your brain, for that communication, have it working with the rest of your body. Again, leading to that cardiovascular system as well. So there are so many benefits of cardio, and I think everyone should be doing cardio if you want my opinion. However, I also believe everyone should be doing strength training. You can choose one or the other, but overall, if you're really going to take a look at how to be your most healthy version of yourself, you can't ignore any of the pieces. Part of that goes with yoga as well. I have a lot of friends who are yogis. I love it. I don't do as much yoga as I'd like. I do believe that yoga is really important when it comes to stretching, the flexibility, the mobility, having, your hips, your back, those areas that get really tight, allowing them to move. So even if you just do 10 minutes a day, that's like, I try to stretch every day for 10 minutes before or after, and I'll do like a little 10-minute yoga video just to stretch. And you wouldn't believe the toxins and things that I feel like getting just pulled out of my body as I stretch, especially after weight training. You get so tight, you get so sore. You really need to stretch out those muscles in order to help them grow. So let's transition and take a look at weight training. Weight training or strength training, you don't actually have to use weights. You can use your body weight. It does similar things, but either way, it's very different from cardio, and it's just as important. So some simple things that weight training can really help you with are posture. I have horrible posture, so working on that sitting up. Sometimes you'll notice me during the videos, I catch myself and I'll be like, oh, I gotta work on that. So changing your posture. Bone density, making sure that you're strong, you're thick, you're not going to break any bones, you have that endurance. It boosts your metabolism. So by strength training, you're actually going to naturally and holistically boost that metabolism. If you are someone who's trying to gain or lose weight or digest a bit quicker, that will really help you in that strength training. It also, here we go, here's our connection to anxiety, also benefits your sleep patterns and lowers inflammation. For those of you who watched my last 2 videos, we talked a lot about inflammation in your diet, and this is a great way to lower your inflammation by doing strength training. It helps your muscles build and grow and digest, and all those nutrients that are being brought in as inflammation are being helped to be burnt off and to be digested and released into your bloodstream properly. So it is very important that you start that strength training, even if it's just at home, doing squats, wall sits, push-ups, pull-ups. anything that you choose. I would say that yoga could even be a sense of strength training depending on the poses you're doing and how difficult it is for you. Super important when it's related to anxiety. It also improves muscle mobility, and this is crazy. This is actually something that today I found. I was researching a few different studies that were done by Harvard just around the relationship specifically between working out, going to the gym, and anxiety, because I know it helps me so much, but I still like to learn why. And a lot of the technical terms are really complicated, but I always like to dig through and see if I can learn something new, find something new that might just help me even just a fraction of an inch closer to dealing and managing my anxiety. And one of the things that it said is that it found in one of the Harvard studies is that by going to the gym and pushing yourself to do strength training, it actually is mental. So it helps your brain overcome obstacles in a controlled setting. So if you're someone with anxiety like me who overwhelms about control, you have a hard time letting go of things, you have crazy thoughts about how things are going to go, you over prepare, you constantly think about conversations. So by going to the gym and doing strength training, it's difficult, but you control it. So it allows you to face an obstacle, face something that's intimidating to you, challenge your body in a controlled setting so that you still have control over it. But overall, you are actually increasing your mental resiliency. So your brain will become more resilient to those types of pressures or anxiety triggers. And as you become more capable at the gym and you, I lifted a new weight, now you're increasing your weight. Maybe you did a workout that you couldn't do before. Maybe you succeeded at something at the gym. You're training your brain to see that as an achievement and recognize that this wasn't that hard. It was hard and it was intimidating, but I did it and I can keep doing it and I can keep pushing myself. So it goes into that actual mindset. It's amazing. Can you believe it? So many things about our anxiety are connected to every other little piece of our body. And so it is so important that we're taking care of our mental and physical health in order to overcome it. I hope this helped you today. I hope it's helped you consider a little bit more about weight training versus cardio, incorporating both. If you are someone who's I've always wanted to work out, I never know what to do, please reach out, fill out the application below. I can help you get on a one-on-one plan, what's best for you, slowly starting to climb at the gym. That way you don't just go in super intimidated. We can talk about different routines, different muscle groups, again, daily routines, how to create a place in your day where you create time to work out. Maybe you're someone who is constantly battling time in your day, as well as what nutrients, supplements, and products you can be using to aid that on your journey. So fill out the application. We'll have a one-on-one call and you are going to get started on the first day of the rest of your life.